Alright, I know it's been like a month that I posted a video. But today I just want to talk about the current state of the game and my plan moving forward, okay? So where have I been? I've been basically just touching some grass, taking some break, watching the shows that I want to watch, and being lazy, just do whatever I want to do. So you guys all know there are a lot of content creators who are saying that this game is dying. According to the content creators, this game is gonna die soon. But is the game actually dying though? The short answer is no. Let me show you guys these two graphs. It's basically the Brawl Stars monthly player trend from Google Play and the App Store. So basically the two biggest market is pretty accurate. So yeah, you guys already probably realized that we're not actually at the lowest point right now. It's pretty surprising, right? We're actually at the lowest point back in March, April, and May. And back in April, the most Brawl Stars content creators were doing okay. They were getting good amount of views. Like, nobody complained. Nobody made a video that this game was dying, right? But suddenly, right now, when the game is actually not dying, when the game is actually not struggling as much as we think, suddenly all the big content creators, not all the big content creators, but most big content creators saying that this game is dying. Then why do all the content creators think that this game is dying? It's pretty simple, right? It's because the views on YouTube are going down. If the views are going down, that means the game is dying for content creators. But in reality, the game is actually not dying. You guys see the graph. We're almost at the same level as like October 2024, right? So the game is actually doing okay, but suddenly all the big content creators are panicking. I mean, I get it, like including myself. The views are so important. A lot of big content creators do this for a living. So if the views go down, they can do this for a living, right? However, they're just making this situation worse. The big content creators are basically the voice of this community. Like whatever they say, their audience will believe what they say. And by just making those videos, everyone just hopping on the train, And more they post, the more audience will believe that this game is actually dying, even though the game is actually not dying. But at the same time, I don't really blame them though, because I also think this game is not in a good state. Like, I've been saying a lot in the live stream that this game is kind of horrible. So why are the views going down when the game isn't actually struggling as much as we think? I think there are like two reasons, okay? First, the Brawl Stars content on YouTube sucks. So am I saying all the content creators in Brawl Stars suck? No. I mean, we can definitely do better than right now because, in my case, I post a lot of same content, something like the top 10 best brawlers, those like tier list. Not just me, like a lot of content creators making the same series, just being repetitive. But at the same time, I think it's mainly the Brawl Stars problem, because this game is actually not providing enough content for content creators to grind and make the video out of it. I think the two most successful Brawl Stars content on YouTube were the Mastery and the Rank Fight, right? If you look at Wasim's channel, this guy's insane. He's my friend, and you see his editings are just top notch. And his main content is obviously the Mastery content. You probably have watched at least one video from his channel, eating something until I master someone. So why did Mastery content do well? It's pretty simple. When the content requires some grinding, it usually does well. So for example, in order to get Gold 3 Mastery, it takes like at least a week, even if you play every day, right? And while you're pushing to Gold 3 Mastery, you can actually add a challenge. For Wasim, he ate something until he masters someone. For Corey, he added some challenges, and Connor did the same thing too, right? So it's like a story, it's like a small movie, it's like a small story. And those type of content usually does well on YouTube. And when the video has good retention, YouTube usually just pick those videos and just promote the content on YouTube. In my case, Rank 35 was my main content, and I got a lot of views. My video quality wasn't as good as like Wasim's, or just Connor's, or just something like that. But it still did so well. Why? Because Rank 35 used to be so hard to achieve. Only the good players were able to achieve. For example, like back in my days, when the Rank 35 was released, like no offense to OJ, but players like OJ weren't able to get Rank 35. You actually need 3 insane players to achieve Rank 35. Even some pro players were kind of struggling. Like, that's how hard the Rank 35 push was. And as it got easier, my views started to go down. I used to get like 1 million views on my first like few Rank 35. And when they made the Rank 35 push easier, I started to get less views. I mean, I still get a lot of views, but compared to like those, you know, a few first rank 35, right? So you probably see the pattern here. In order to do well, the content should be either super grindy or just super hard to achieve. And you guys all know what happened. They replaced the rank 35 with the max tier, right? Which is super easy to achieve compared to the rank 35. They also removed the mastery and replaced with the... what's it even called? Oh yeah, record. Like, no one cares about that. So I think that's the main reason why the YouTube views are going down. There are not many content in the game that content creators can grind and make the video out of it. Then some of you guys might ask me, why is pushing to pro rank content not doing well? Because you say when it's hard to achieve, when it's like super grindy, the content does well. I think there's like a big difference between ladder and ranked, which is the playtime. For ladder, all you gotta do is just press ready, right? Wait for like 5 seconds matchmaking, play the game, which takes less than 3 minutes, you're done. For ranked, you gotta first draft, which takes more than a minute and also takes a lot of time to learn, right? And then you gotta play best of 3 in the worst case, right? Which takes another like 6 to 7 minutes. So I think that's just too much for the casual players. Like all they wanna do is just have fun. But I'm not saying the ranked sucks. I think ranked has a lot of potential and I want them to rework the ranked, you know, as soon as possible, but this should not be the main priority. Just because I like the ranked more doesn't mean they should rework it first. I think they gotta rework the ladder and they also gotta bring back the mastery. It doesn't need to be mastery, but something like mastery, you know? That is super grindy and something that content creators can do while they're pushing, right? So I think that's enough. That's the current state of the game, in my opinion. So what is my plan moving forward? Since this game is not in a good state, I'm the one who gotta make some changes, right? If I do the same content, obviously I'm gonna get less views. So from today, I'm just gonna try more random stuff. You probably saw my title and the thumbnail, and you probably think that I got this idea from Can Clash Royale, but it's actually not. If you see my most popular content on my channel, it's called Paradise. Simple title, simple thumbnail. It used to be my main content. I mean, I quit that a long time ago, but this is something I want to try, you know? Just trying more random stuff. Also, I started this channel as a pro player, right? And when I first made some content, I always tried to be perfect. Since I believe that my audience has high expectation on me. Like they want to see some good gameplay. So they kind of limited how I made the content. I think I've been just way too sensitive. So I just try to show only good games. Even if I win the game, if I don't play good enough, I usually just cut it out. So from now, I just want to show you guys more raw content. I don't know if that even makes sense, but just gonna have more emotion, you know? If I want to swear, I'm gonna swear sometimes. If I'm mad at randoms, I'm gonna be mad at them. Just be more natural. I mean, obviously, if I get good views, that's good. But at this point, I'll just do whatever I want. Just trying out more random stuff. Yeah, just have fun. Anyways, I think that's it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully, I'm not lazy again.